started reading tarot with a deck called the Mother Peace Tarot deck. And the Mother Peace Tarot deck are round cards, which is quite different than what a lot of people start with. You know, sometimes people think it might be a little more difficult to interpret round cards. But I didn't find this difficult to learn. So I was very intuitive with a lot of the material. And as you know, reading tarot is all about sharpening the intuition, listening to the intuition, and using that to interpret something. A lot of people think that, for tarot you should be gifted your first deck. And that's kind of a myth, because if you have to wait for someone to give you a deck, it might be a long time. And you really, if you want to get started, take the initiative. I encourage you to just go buy a deck, Google it, and, with your intuition, just buy the deck that is calling to you. There's hundreds of decks that have been printed over time. The tarot is an ancient tradition. And so we're talking, this is like a lot of imagery, right? It's been reinterpreted and redone and repainted, and it's really awesome to be able to be involved in the collective knowledge that way. What you should do is draw a card, look at it, either write or, talk out loud to yourself as to what you're seeing. And after you do that, then you're ready to, maybe go look at the meaning online and see if you were right. Now, this is a choice. You can keep interpreting without ever looking at the meanings and kind of ascribe those meanings. But for most folks, they like to do a little bit of research to make their interpretations better. Every deck will also come with a little booklet explaining the cards and giving you a little bit of an introduction as to good spreads to do with it. The Mother Peace does come with a book that will instruct you on the meanings of each card. And tarot is such a complex practice. You can interpret via numerology, you can interpret via the images, the symbolism, the stories, you name it, it's there. And it's amazing to build a practice around it, right? Every tarot reader is going to be different. And as I said, I do pride myself on giving readers that unique experience, because I do use this round deck. And it's very empowering to most people, particularly folks of color and women, because it is filled with imageries that relate to the goddess culture and ancient cultures. So I have been very fortunate to be able to work with it. Another thing I suggest is that you develop a sort of meditation practice with this. So what that means and what is suggested is that you take time at the end of the day, or maybe it's in the morning, to flip your cards when you're in a good state of mind, when you're relaxed, burning sage, setting an atmosphere for yourself to practice your psychic work. It's really important to be able to do that, so that your mind is at rest, so that you can enter your trance states and listen to your spirits. Again, when I have a whole routine for doing this, I meditate, I take kava root, I make sure that my mind is in a sound place before I do a reading. So it really is a practice. And so until my next video, I'll leave you there. If you have any questions, please message me on Instagram. Subscribe to my blog. I'm very excited to be getting that going. Do that by clicking above and just writing down your email. Every time I post something, you'll get an update. So whether it's a video or something else, you'll be able to look at that. And, look forward to more content. I'm consistently researching, consistently exploring my abilities and myself, as well as practicing other things and learning from other people. So there's a lot of exciting content planned for the website, and I really appreciate you tuning in today. Thank you for, coming to mestizamagic.com. Just a little bit of poison and a whole lot of consciousness.